Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Thursday and let's get right into the charts. Starting off with Bitcoin, of course, you can see right here we are still hanging around this very key level that we have right here. We are still remaining above the value area high, which is a good sign if we want to see continuation and a bounce to the upside. Now Bitcoin is struggling to break out of the 50 EMA right here. As you can see, ever since we got down back above it, it has been acting as a very strong resistance. You can see it right here. We dropped, we then tried to break above it, we failed, we even got weak down below the value area high. We right now pumped again all the way up to 78.1k, but Bitcoin rejected once again from this level. So this is very important if we want to see that continuation higher. You can see it clearly right here. Currently we are just above the 100 EMA on the daily time frame, which is also a very important level. And the second most important level that we want to break is that $81,600 level, which is going to be, of course, that daily 200 EMA. And once Bitcoin managed to get above this level, then I do believe our next target is going to be right here, that monthly R3, which is sitting at around $87,000. And this is, I believe, the next target for Bitcoin before we actually start rejecting. Clearly, you can see those two levels right here are going to be the most important level for Bitcoin. Clearly, $84,000 to $87,000 is going to be the key reject zone and target that we want to see Bitcoin reach. But currently, as things are looking right now, not the best. Other than hype, as I have talked in my previous videos, I was expecting for hype to go into that $50 region. And as you can see, we have absolutely smashed this level. We are currently sitting exactly at the previous all-time high that we made back in September 2025. Basically, $59 is the key level to break, and then hype goes into price discovery, and $80 to $100 is going to be the most possible scenario. Of course, there is also the scenario where we reject from the previous all-time high and we make a swing failure pattern right here, and then price starts reverting back to the downside. This is also a very possible scenario for hype, but with how strong momentum is right now, I do believe that the more possible scenario is that we actually break above and we don't do a swing failure pattern and price actually breaks out to the upside and start pushing even higher. As for Ethereum, you can see things are looking pretty weak. We are currently sitting at the POC level of the value area high, and this is where we are expecting a bounce from. Same thing for Solana. Basically, things are looking very weak once again. We are down at the POC level right here. You can see it. Basically a very unfortunate for Solana. We are currently trading above this level. We have not yet closed a daily candle below it, so it is still possible for us to get that one last push to the upside and potentially make new highs to hit the 200 daily EMA. Of course, that needs to happen. We need to break those two levels that we have right here in order for this to happen. SUI right now, we did front run the 200 daily EMA, so I do expect for us to get another push to the upside, like 28-30% to get this 200 daily EMA hit, and then we could potentially reject basically from this level and start going down to feel this week right here from the capitulation back in October 2025. Stock market also right now consolidating at the top after the RSI indicators flashed this bearish divergence right here. You can see this was clearly a sign that the markets needed to cool off a bit. You can see basically how overbought this level was, and this was a clear bearish divergence. Of course, it does take some time to play out, but we caught that correction to the downside around 2.5%, and markets seem to be recovering right now. Of course, as long as we don't break this high, then I am considering for potential structure change to continue to the downside like so. The dollar also very important that we need to look at. You can see clearly we are approaching this resistance right here. This is a very key resistance, and we have yet to fill this gap. So I do believe one last push for the dollar is going to fill this gap to the upside, and we are going to see basically the dollar reject once again from this level right here, or basically a bit lower. I do believe that the dollar will continue to play within this range for quite a while. I don't believe we're going to see a massive trend change or a massive continuation higher or a massive continuation lower. I believe we're going to see just this range getting play out for the next months or maybe even years. As for Bitcoin right now, the open interest and volume, you can see, are not the best. We are currently trading below VWAP. Volume is pretty low. Open interest is trying to come back into the market. CVD is also down. We need to see CVD come back into the market. We need some more bullish delta for us to consider a move higher. Liquidation heat map, we right now did take out some liquidity on top. We also do have this liquidity which is sitting right here, still at 79.4k. This is basically the most important liquidity grab that I believe is going to happen. But of course, we do have still liquidity piling on the bottom that I believe is going to be taken out also. Potentially, if this right here, if this level right now at DMAs was not a bottom, then the next level to be cleared is going to be this 74.9k level to basically grab the liquidity below, maybe even get a retest of the monthly pivot, which has not been retested yet this month. This could also very well happen. Spot ETFs, as you can see right here, we do have 4 days in a row of very massive outflows, with BlackRock selling quite a lot of Bitcoin. This is also one of the reasons that Bitcoin is struggling to pump higher once again, since the institutional outflows are stagnating the price and we can't pump quite easily. Long versus shorts ratio, you can see we have quite a lot of sellers in the market, which is also why I expect this short squeeze to happen to the upside to around 79.4k. We also did got our news yesterday, the FOMC meeting, and we do have in about an hour today our PMI data coming out. Unemployment has already come out, as you can see right here, and tomorrow we do have some inflation data coming out as well. So watch out for those news ahead and be careful trading. Always use proper risk management. And I do believe this would cover it for today, guys. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.